Hi everyone, this is Lady T from Soup to Nuts Uncensored, bringing you the latest in hip hop, R&B, and entertainment news. There's a new documentary out on the late great Whitney Houston called Whitney, and it premiered at the Cannes Film Festival this Wednesday. There are some very stunning allegations about the icon's early childhood. And in the People Music article, it talks about this here. In Whitney, allegations that the late star was sexually abused by Dee Dee Warwick are brought forth. Warwick was Houston's cousin and the sister of singer Dionne Warwick. Dee Dee died in 2008, 4 years before Houston died after drowning in a bathtub, which was caused in part by heart disease and cocaine use. Kevin McDonald, the director of Whitney, told IndieWire that Houston's half brother, Gary Garland, told him he had been sexually abused as a child by Dee Dee and believed Houston had also been molested. Garland agreed to appear on camera with his story. He's saying, I was abused by this person and told me I think she abused Whitney, McDonald said. Pat Houston, Gary's wife, who's here, told me that, yeah, Whitney had told her this, but not given any details. The director said 2 months went by after he spoke to Gary and before Houston's aunt Mary Jones spoke to him to confirm the singer had been abused. The filmmaker, who was 50, said he decided to reach out to the singer's family initially about the possibility that she had been abused after watching old footage of Houston. There was something about her discomfort in her own skin, something about the way she presents or hides herself, her lack of overt sexuality, McDonald told the publication. She's this beautiful woman, but she's very closed in her demeanor. He added, I've been watching her for several months and saying to editors, there's something about her that reminds me of something. McDonald quickly realized what it reminded him of when he remembered a previous film he had been working on about child sexual abuse. And that led, he said, somebody told him, Whitney told me she was abused. So someone else talked to him about it, but they wouldn't give names and they wouldn't go on camera. But they confirmed that Whitney, in fact, was abused. The filmmaker recounted the story to Deadline, and he said he had also reached out to Houston's ex-husband, Bobby Brown, about the abuse. And he claims not to know. He told IndieWire, I wouldn't be surprised if Houston didn't tell him. When you hear Mary Jones talking about it at the end, the shame that Whitney had about it, the fact that she couldn't talk to her mother about it, I can't imagine she would have gone there. But this is all supposition. So it looks like this documentary is going to be very revealing about Whitney and talking about child sexual abuse, which could have led to Whitney having so many issues with drug use and being in a abusive relationship. It could very well have been the reason why she, spiraled out of control when it comes to that. But it looked like towards the end of Whitney's life, she was trying to pull everything back together. She had divorced Bobby Brown, and both of them had, gotten themselves together. And it looks like she was making a comeback with Clyde Davis, who originally had signed Whitney when she was such a young girl. But it didn't happen. We all know that Whitney died very tragically in that bathtub incident where she drowned. And another sad thing was too that her daughter was so affected by her death that she followed the same footsteps and spiraled out of control with drug use as well, got involved with an abusive man, and had the same demise as her mother. What a tragedy. Yet again, something very sad about Whitney Houston. But I am looking forward to seeing the movie, to see the documentary, and see, how revealing it would be and how much these things affected Whitney's life. What an icon, what a legend. Whitney Houston is greatly missed. She was one of my all-time favorite entertainers. There will never ever be another voice like Whitney. She's just incomparable. There's no way you could people try to mimic her sound, but it's just not going to happen. Not taken away from these new artists that sing her songs, but Whitney was definitely one of a kind in my book. All right, everyone, this is Lady T from Soup to Nuts Uncensored, bringing you the latest in hip hop, R&B, and entertainment news. And as I often say, make your day great, live your life on purpose. Take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you all soon.